See, I look kind of silly, don't I? This is what I was dressed in and when I was teaching today. So sorry, I'm collared up. I never changed from when I got home from work. But I did find my uncut angling hat. Yeah. It's over. My favorite show of all time, ever, 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 is over now. 39 hours, season 2 is done. The finale just aired. If you haven't watched it, please binge watch the whole series. Right now, you should watch the whole thing, all 7 episodes. It was fabulous. All right, you done? Now let's talk about the last episode. Congrats, Team Manitoba. You deserve it. You absolutely crushed it. I didn't count how many species you caught, but it was staggering the amount of species that Team Manitoba caught. And not just that, but trophy quality fish. They just did an unbelievable job in this tournament. They deserve the win. They've done the research. They knew where to go, and everywhere they went, they hammered fish consistently all 6 periods. Team Manitoba was phenomenal. They just did such a good job. So, congratulations. Also, it was a joy to watch all these fishermen fish so hard. I know they talked about it on the show how tired people got, but I mean, you could see it. They weren't articulating themselves very well, trying to talk to the camera. They're driving boats all over the place and trucks all over the place. So fatigue must have been a huge factor. It was hilarious. The Konrad brothers said, if you get offered to do this, don't. So it must have wore on them. But thank you for doing it. It was awesome. Now let's look at the teams. Team Acme Kalins is the first team I'll talk about, and they finished in 4th with 4 points. Felt bad for them. I really don't think they knew what they were getting into when they signed up for this tournament. Wisconsin's a great place to fish, but if that team is ever going to be successful in the future, they have to target different species. We just don't have giant pike or walleye or stuff that can compete with the same species. And when they spent all that time targeting bluegill and rock bass, they're not going to win with that strategy. I mean, it was cool to see them fishing in my neck of the woods, and it was really neat to see all the different fishing opportunities I didn't know, like fishing in the Madison chain. I never have, and I want to now, but they just need to target different species, and they weren't ready for it. They just weren't, and it was too bad because I wanted my home team to do well. So sorry, they weren't ready. Also, Peric should probably put down his phone. Unless he's researching how to find different spots, then yeah, get on your phone. Or just call me. I'll tell you where to find a bunch of species in Wisconsin. I could help you boys. Team Dakota Lithium, my team that I picked to win, they did great catching some giant trophy fish, but it wasn't their time this time. They didn't have it. They finished in 3rd place. Can you believe that? The Konrad brothers were 3rd this time. They did a great job chasing different fish. They caught a lake herring or a cisco to get on the board. They had the giant pike battle and whatnot. And they ended up with 8 points. They had the sauger, and then the sauger got stolen back, and then it was just a lot of battling between them and Team Manitoba, and they just didn't have enough fish on the board for themselves. They caught big fish. I mean, they caught the fish of the tournament in that brown trout. That was amazing. But no, they just couldn't do it this time. I know they were tired because the twins were arguing with each other, and it was funny to me, but you could tell they were very frustrated. They were feeling very down at different points in the tournament. They talked about, fighting each other. That's true brotherly love right there. You could see that for sure. Team Manitoba is lucky they have Jay on their team now. Holy cow, Jay was killing it. Caught that big brookie. Then they were plowing pizza and caught the sauger. They were awesome. They did a great job. Once they had that brook trout, it was pretty much set for them. They did an amazing, amazing job. I don't even know how many species they caught, like I said before, but everywhere they went, they had a target for what they were going for, and then they caught it. Towards the end, they got a little bit leery and like chasing things back and forth, going for pike, going for walleye, going here and there. but they pretty much secured the win with that brook trout. They separated themselves far enough. They stole points from other teams to really put them up there, and they're just so consistent and so concise with what they wanted to do, and then they did it. So I was amazed. And just think, they almost got that brook trout a period before that and ran out of time. So they knew what they were doing, they knew where they were going, and they were just crushing it. It was amazing to watch. They did a great job. I was very impressed with how they fished and how ready they were. They did get a little testy at the end too between each other. They suggested 39 hours, the couples edition, which would be, it's very funny, but I think the boys, you guys get along much better than if you had your wife with you for 39 hours of fishing. I don't suggest doing that. I mean, it would be entertaining for me watching, but I don't think it would be good for your marriage. You guys scrap that plan. But congrats, you guys did amazing. And finally, Team Tackle Box Lottery. They did amazing as well. 9 points, just super good. I think they just got bogged down in the middle session a little bit, but that bowfin was just huge, and that perch was just huge. Even the sunfish was awesome. They had such a good session to end with, and Taro and Paul got along at the end. They were doing so good. I thought before the tournament started that these two would be at each other's throats, but they worked so well together. And I don't know if I've ever seen Taro so focused. He was dialed in. I was impressed with them. They were doing so good. Another great session to end. I loved how they're sight fishing for bowfin. Some people call it dogfish. That was a good fish. And how they watched it eat and set the hook. And man, that was tough. I was super impressed with them. They ended up in second place, and they deserved it. They did so good. It's too bad they couldn't steal something like, I wonder what would happen if Paul got that pike. That would have been crazy if they ended up with a pike point, too. I know they wouldn't have won in the end, but that would have put unbelievable pressure on the Team Manitoba towards the end of the tournament. So it was impressive. They did such a good job. I mean, the carp they caught was huge. Paul Rudd with his rud was ridiculous. The gizzard shad, they just had an unbelievable tournament, and it was very fun to watch them work together actually and do well. They were a great team, and they were fun to watch. All right, this is the end. Oh, my wife's in the background. She's rolling her eyes at me, but no, it was.
Yeah, tell them
why. Why? Well, my kids are going to bed right now.
Oh, they're sleeping.
They're sleeping, and she doesn't want to be talking right now. But too bad, I gotta tell people all about my favorite tournament. I'm the one and the only 39 hours reaction review guy. I've got to do this. I've got to do it. Anyways, my awards for the show at the end. I did say I was going to take 10 points to win. That prediction was true. 11 for Team Manitoba. They got it. I did say Team Dakota Lithium was going to win, and they lost. So I was 1 for 2 on my predictions. Awards, best fish, that's easy. Konrad Brothers, Dakota Lithium with the brown trout, amazing. Best entertainment value, of course, Team Tackle Box Lottery. Not only do they fish hard, they're just so fun to watch. That's just a great team, very entertaining. They're really good fishermen. Don't undersell that. Those two working together were great. So it was so fun watching Paul and Taro work together. The best new team, I guess that's my boys, Team Acme Kalins. They were the only new team, but yeah, they were fun to watch. I mean, I got a ton out of it because I live in Wisconsin, so I have some great places to go fishing. I thank them for that. And of course, the best team, Team Manitoba. You guys dominated. Wiebe, Jay, so impressive. Jay, don't undersell yourself. He is so humble, but man, you did good, Jay. You crushed it, especially on the last day. Very impressed. So fun to watch, you guys. Also, some underrated dry humor from Jay. He did great. That was very fun to watch. I'm glad you're a part of the tournament now. And it was very fun watching you guys both work together at fish this whole tournament. Thanks everybody for watching. Watch 39 hours over and over again if you can, and if you know people, that are in the fishing industry or anything to do with trying to get the word out or trying to get more eyes on this show, do it, promote it. I tweet about it, post it on Reddit, on Facebook, on any social media I have. I love it. I just want more of it. It's so fun to watch, and I am so thankful that they did season 2. It was even better than season 1, which I didn't think was possible. And I'm just so grateful. I got to watch the whole thing. All right. Thanks so much for watching, you guys, and I so hope there's another season for me to react and review. I'm going to do my own 39-hour challenge at some point because it's just a crazy thing, and I just think it's the most unique fishing tournament or idea I've ever seen. I just love it. All right. See you guys. Push all the good buttons.